the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Jets are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the Colts offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time running out here on the play clock. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They go play action with Cutler. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Margus Hunt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Here's Lott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Cutler will throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd down, Cutler. And he's got a new one. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Love. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Baker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action. It's locked. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll fake it. Now Love. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Here's Coleman. He's to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New York set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. To throw, Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Hankins with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Room past the 20. And now look at him go. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tevin Coleman, 91 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So it'll be first down here after the run. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Well, now they'll try the end around. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now the offense operates in the red zone. This is Coleman. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Love. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dontari Poe in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, shit, touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And it's up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Cutler. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Cutler. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got some space here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.